start this in a wide-legged position. So close your eyes for a moment. Let your hands rest just on your ankles and have a slight rounding of the spine so the belly pulls in and like a cat pose. And shoulders down from the ears, chin to the chest. And just slow down the breath and slow down the thoughts. And begin to breathe in and out of the nose when you're ready to do that, if you're ready to do that. Just while you're in this kind of super comfy position, or if it's not super comfy, find one that is. You can do it on your back. Just start to notice what's going on in the body today. And we're going to just stay for a few more moments. We'll keep the legs the same, but we'll extend the spine. Take a breath in. Out and inhale, extend your spine, so pull your chest and collarbones forward. Inhale. And exhale. Now take your thumbs to the inside of your feet and just massage that inner arch. And then you can take your thumbs and go up to your toes, and you can individually rub each toe. Might have cold. And then take them back down towards the heels, maybe the outer edge of the heels. If you want to put your hands on the inside as well, but just give your feet a little bit of massage and love. And then release the hands from the feet, although it feels really good and you never want to do that. And then bring your hands on the outside of your knees. Exhale, bring your knees together. Move your blocks if you had them. Separate your legs as wide as the mat. Hands behind you in any direction. Just roll side to side. And then come back to the center as you swing your legs around behind you. Come onto your hands and knees. Pat up your knees if you need to. So I like a little heading onto my right knee. Hands under shoulders, spread your fingers, and then come into a neutral position of your spine. Top of the foot and shin are down right now. Inhale, lengthening from tailbone to head, one long line in neutral. And exhale, walk your hands forward towards the front of the mat so it's a little bit longer in the upper part of the body. And exhale, walk it out again. Start to feel like you're firing up a little bit more in the center area. And then in this position, shift your hips forward, put your forearms to the floor, step your feet back into a plank position, top of a push-up but on your forearms, and then shift your shoulders over your wrists, a little bit in front, lay your belly down onto the floor. So imagine, or you can put the block between your two hands. Draw your elbows in and shoulders back and down. Lift your pelvic floor muscles up. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And it's early, so if you don't want to do this, you can stretch one arm at a time straight, or not at all. Exhale, bring your arms down, and bring your head down like a pillow for your head. Turn your toes in pigeon-toed. And shimmy your hips from side to side, just loosening up that lower back for a moment. Turn your toes forward and in line with your hips. Inhale, lift just your right leg off the floor. It doesn't have to go high. Lift it up and pull it back like you're being pulled from the leg. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Extend it out. And let it go. If it's in your practice today, push your pubic bone down and lift both legs up. Keep your head down. Inhale, release your feet. Bring your arms by your side, cobra. Lift your chest. Exhale, head down, chest down, legs lift up. Exhale, legs down, head, chest up. Inhale, release. Exhale, legs up. Inhale, legs down, chest up. Stay up here and lift your legs up, or keep them down, your choice. Arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles away from you. And then lower your legs and tuck your toes. Lift your knees up. You're gonna roll yourself to your right side, open up, and of course if this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, either one of, or anybody out there who's, got any shoulder issue, I know that some of you on my Zoom do. If you want to go further, like, move my water, and you can lay your head down, and it's a little bit more extreme, so see what works in your body. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, just roll it over to the other side. Also offering a little opening in the front of the hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, bring your hands by your ribs. Once again, cobra pose. Baby cobra, low cobra. Exhale, push your hips to your heels. Child's pose for those who can sit there for a few moments, or you can pad your knees underneath you between your hamstring and your calf. Inhale, once again, come up to a cat pose on your knees this time, and send your right foot in between your two hands. Blocks, of course, are always good. So send your weight forward of your left hip, big toe on the right foot down, shoulders open, collarbones broaden. Good. Tuck your left toes underneath you, keep the knee down, and just kick the heel into the buttocks. So being on a raised block is going to feel, for a lot of us, a whole lot nicer. Exhale, release the toes to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, straighten both legs, come up into a standing position, fold over your right leg. Pull the right hip back. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, rebend your right knee. And then send your right leg back behind you. Open to the right side, left hand down on the floor block, right hand on your hip. Lengthen out your leg, you can look to the right side. So this is kind of like in a half moon pose when we're balancing, looking down and seeing if the leg is in line with the hip or the hip is in line with the leg. Toes point forward, take your right arm in the air, lift out of your waistline. Exhale, bend your right knee, reach behind you. If you'd like to grab it, grab it. Pull the hip forward, shoulders open back, kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand. Inhale, release your hand, but keep your knee bent. Exhale, bring your right hand down, take your right knee to your right tricep, and then extend the leg out and place it on the floor, toes in line with the left knee. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands a little bit more to the center, left hand stays down, right arm opens up. So press your right toes onto the floor. Exhale, release the hands. Walk them back to center. Walk your right leg back behind you. Exhale, knee to chest, round and curl. Inhale, extend it. Exhale, knees to the floor. Tuck your toes, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, neutral position. Step your left foot in between your two hands or on the blocks. Send your weight behind your right knee so you're not directly on top of the patella. Press the left big toe down. Inhale and exhale. Keep sinking the weight down through that right hip. Inhale, tuck your right toes under. Exhale, straighten both legs and fold over the left leg. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale, rebend. Hands to the floor. Send your left leg back behind you. Turn to your left side. Right hand stays, left hand on your hip. If you can, take a gaze down your left foot. Reach your arm and leg long. And then inhale, lift your left arm up, bend your left knee. Reach behind you if you'd like. Grab a hold of the foot. Hi, Cindy. Good. Now you're going to release the hand high. Left hand up. Left leg bent. Exhale, hands down. Left knee, left tricep or shoulder. And then extend the leg out. Plant the foot on the floor. Line it up in line with your knees, so swing it back a little bit if you need to. Walk your hands back and into the middle of the mat and open your left side up. Lift out the right side of your torso. One more breath. Exhale, hands come back, walk to the center. Left leg comes back behind you. And then lower the knee to the floor, cat-cow. Tuck your toes, arch your back. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale to neutral, tuck your toes and walk your hands a little bit more forward. Lift your knees up and come into a downward facing dog. Soften the knees. Biceps by the ears, hips up in the air, chest towards your thighs. Head hangs down softly, shake it out yes and no. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee and open up the right hip, square the shoulders. Bend your left knee and bring your chest towards your thigh a little bit more. And then as you rotate more in the right torso, or the torso to the right, begin to straighten the left leg. Exhale, turn your knee to your chest, come forward and step it through. Hands on the blocks or floor. Inhale. Lengthen your spine and straighten your right leg. Turn your left toes on their side, about 10 o'clock on the left side. Bend your right knee. Place your right arm on top of your thigh. Left hand to your hip. Open up your torso. Send the left arm up in the air. And then pick the right arm up and make sure you're not putting all your body weight into that arm. Tailbone tucks underneath you, shoulders stack on top of you. Look down at your right toes. Inhale, come up. Straighten your front leg. Left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, bend the knees. And reach hand and fingers to both sides. Warrior two. Pull the left arm back, right arm forward. Gaze is gentle down the front middle finger or to the side, or wherever your eye gaze finds a steady focus. Breathe in, breathe out. Turn your palms to the sky. Exhale, drop the left arm down, lift the right arm up. Take your left hand on your left hip and guide it towards your right knee, and then straighten your right leg again. Exhale, hands to the floor as you bend the front knee. Spin around to face the front of the room. Step back to a downward dog with your right leg in the air. Just where we started. Exhale, take your paws on the floor, downward facing dog. Stay with dog or shift forward to a high plank. Look forward, bend your elbows. Come down halfway. Roll up and over for upward dog, or go back to your low cobras. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg high in the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee, square the shoulders. Now bend your right knee. And then straighten it up as you turn it forward. Bring the left knee to the chest, round and curl. Step your left foot all the way through. Come onto the hands or the blocks. Turn your right foot on its side. Left arm is going to come up on top of the left thigh. And bring the arm up. I think I forgot to straighten our legs. We'll go there. Breathe. So lift your left arm up and off your thigh. Just to know that you're not putting all your body weight there. If you collapse, you're putting your body weight there. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise up and begin to straighten your front leg. Now we got straight. Bump your right hip towards your left thigh. Softly. Inhale, bend your front knee. Arms reach out shoulder height. Warrior two. Find your gaze. Steady, focus, steady, breath, steady. Warrior two pose. Firmly grounding the back leg. Big toe, little toe. Flip your palms open. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Right hand to the hip. Guide it to the left knee. And then straighten the leg. Exhale, bend your front knee. Hands to the floor, blocks. And once again, step back with your left leg open in the air. Bring the left leg to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, plank chaturanga. Add push-ups, skip them. Skip the back bend, all your choice. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Feet come together. Inhale, float your right leg up, open the hip. Exhale, bring it through and step it through. Turn your left foot on its side. Right hand on top of the thigh. Left arm up. Stay lifted through the right side of your body, firmly pressing your feet down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse and straighten the leg. Exhale, rebend to warrior two. Right hand on the inside of your right thigh or block. Or again, you can have the arm back up on your thigh. Left arm comes up, open. Exhale, left hand comes behind your back. Open up your shoulders, chest. Right arm can stay where it is or come under for a bind. In your bind, begin to straighten your front leg again. So lift your waistline, open up your torso. And then rebend the knee for a bound. Side angle pose. Release your arms. Right arm up, right arm down, left arm up. Inhale. Left hand comes down. Square your hips, put your hands on the floor of the block. And let's walk it a little bit forward so you're at arm's length. Begin to shift your weight to your right leg and lift your left foot off the floor. Hips are squared. So you might have to bend your right knee a little bit to level out your hips. And that's all okay. And imagine that you're pushing your left leg against a wall. Broaden through the collarbones, one more breath. Exhale, bend your front knee and send it back to your low lunge. And let's straighten the leg right here, fold over it. Long-legged pyramid pose. One more breath. Inhale, rebend. Step into a three-legged dog, right leg in the air, bend the knee, kick it out. If you want a little bit more, just bend the left knee and then begin to straighten it. Exhale, turn your hips square, knee to chest, round curl. Shift into plank and lower the foot to the floor, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. Inhale, lift your left leg up and open the hip. Exhale, knee to chest, step through center. Turn your back foot on its side. Inhale, left arm on your thigh, right arm up, exhale. Look down at your left toes. Inhale, rise up, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, reverse and straighten the front leg. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, hinge forward, left arm on the inside or a block or on top of your thigh again. Right arm can come behind your back and take a half bind. Left arm can come underneath if the right side stays open. If it doesn't, release the bottom arm. Good. Straighten your front leg. Look for a little more rotation in the torso. Firmly planting both sides of your feet on both feet. So look at that left big toe. Make sure it's down. Good. Inhale, rebend your left leg. Exhale, release the bind. Inhale, release the hands to the floor blocks. Good. Walk your hands forward and send your weight into your left leg, toes down, hips squared. So again, you might have to bend your leg, some of you might have to straighten your leg a little bit more. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen out of that right hip. Breathe. And empty. So we're looking forward, we're in a straight spine from top of the head to the tailbone to the toes, really. And then as you exhale, rebend your front knee, step back, and straighten your front leg. Fold over it. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rebend your knee, plant your palms, left leg comes in the air, open the hip. Exhale, turn it square, bring your knee to your chest in downward dog, and then shift knee to chest in plank, step your foot down, and push up, or not. Upward dog, downward dog. And breathe. Inhale, rise on your toes. Actually, let's walk our hands back to our feet. Back of the mat, bend your knees, and just let your body surrender over your legs. Shake out your head, yes and no. Push down through the big toe and round your back, firmly grounding through your feet, roll slowly up to standing. Roll your shoulders back and around. Good. Standing at the back of the mat, you can bring your feet a little bit closer together. Inhale, stretch your arms up. I know Lori likes this for some reason. Bend your right knee to your chest. Balance on your left leg. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Flex the foot. Step your right foot forward. Hinge your body forward. And this time unsupported, or if you want to go back to support, warrior three. Left hip squared, right hip squared. Eye gaze steady. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, inhale, bring your left knee up to your chest. See if you can do it without touching the floor. Exhale, extend your leg out. Step it down 2 to 3 feet in front of you. Just find your balance and float your right leg off the floor. Reach and lengthen, shoulders, hips squared. And then inhale, bring your right knee back up to your chest and step your feet to the floor. Inhale, you should be at the top of your mat. If you're not, go ahead and bring yourself there. Arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, high plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Use your breath, 1 breath per movement, and down. Inhale, lift your right leg high in the sky, open the hip. Exhale, send it through. Turn your back foot on its side, open up warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse with a straight leg. Exhale, side angle, bound or not bound. Inside of your thigh, open up your chest. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, release the arms. Keep the right arm down, left arm up. Now you're in triangle pose. Push down the right big toe. Exhale. If you like a block, for me, the best placement for that block for any of us is on the outside of the right thigh, or calf, excuse me. So that gives you that elevation and ability to rotate and stay grounded. One more breath. Exhale, release your hand, bend your right knee. Take your hands in front of you on the floor of the blocks. Once again, float your left leg off the floor. And then if you want, in a sort of a bent knee position, bring your hands to prayer and find a little bit like a crouching warrior three, but a long spine nonetheless. Just a bent right leg. Good, exhale. Inhale, begin to bring your legs together, standing at the top of the mat. Exhale, take your right foot, open up your hip, hug your left hip in, and pull your right leg to the top of the thigh, or below the knee, or on the floor, or on the block, hands in prayer. Open up the arms if you'd like to extend your branches. Inhale, and exhale. Hug your left hip in firmly. Find a grounding of the foot and a pose of the driste of your eye gaze, hands to prayer. Exhale. Release your right leg, balance. Exhale, send your right leg back, warrior three. Send the left knee bent, right foot comes back down to the floor, open up warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse and straighten your front leg. Exhale, rebend into your side angle, bound or not, right arm up or back behind your back. Open your chest, shoulders. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Keep lifting the left side of your torso up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up, triangle, or put your hand back on a block. Just make sure your front knee or left knee isn't pulling backwards, but lifting upwards or have a slight bend into it. The block will also help with that, right? Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, right hand down, left knee bends. Send your arms forward, send your weight forward. Right leg lifts up and off the floor. Bring your hands to prayer in a bent knee, long spine, long leg, warrior three. Good, and then stand up, feet together. Take your left leg off the floor and place it in tree. Hands to prayer. And then anytime, if you're ready, lift the arms up. So hug the right hip in rather than arch your back and stick your booty out. So think about hugging towards midline, lifting out and up. Yeah, breathe in. And if your foot is up, take it off, balance. Release your left leg back behind you, warrior three, and step it right back in, warrior two. Open your arms. And then straighten your right leg and turn both toes parallel, facing the left side of your mat. Bring your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, knuckles down, front lifts. Exhale, fold over. Head down, bend your knees as much as you want to or need to. And send your weight a little forward into the balls of your feet rather than to your heels. Shake out your head, yes and no. Inhale, release your hands to the floor underneath you, lengthen your spine. Exhale, just bend softly side to side. And make your way back to your center, forward fold. If you like to invert here, take a headstand. This is your moment. And if it's not something you do naturally, you know, just you can start in small phases. Good, sit now. Yeah, don't kick. Right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk around, face the front of your mat. Hands on the inside of your right foot. Turn your right foot a little bit more to the right side. Good. Let's start with our knee bend here. Bend your left knee to the floor. Send your right leg back like we did in the beginning. Right arm up. Bend your right knee, grab a hold of it. Kick your foot into your hand. Exhale. Bring your right foot a little bit ahead of your left leg, and the toes are pointing towards the right side. And you can stay there or tuck your left toes under and have a little bit more of a little bit of an IT band stretch. So where it's kind of a right angled knee, not lizard. Breathe in, breathe out. And then from there, if you want to go further, right leg meets left leg, side plank. Don't back down. Yeah. Good, one more breath. Good, release your right hand, square off your body. Let's just push back to downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Inhale, bring your left leg in the air and step your left foot through. Exhale, turn your right foot on its side. Open up, warrior two. And then straighten your left leg, turn your toes to the right side. Hands behind your back, and if you're interlacing, take the opposite finger. Lift your torso up. Soften your knees and fold. Head down, and once you're down, you decide if you want to straighten your legs or not. Big toe pressing firmly down into the floor. Hips up over the heels. Shake out your head, yes and no. Good. Release your hands under your shoulders. If you take a headstand, this is a great place to just play with it. If not, just bend your knees and lunge a little bit side to side. Just loosening up, getting a little movement. And then when you're ready, if you're upside down, take your time coming down. If you're not upside down, take an extra breath. Inhale, come back up, lift your torso, walk around to the front of the room, exhale. Good, move your left leg a little bit more to the left side. Lower your right knee to the floor. And then send your left leg back, left arm up. Exhale, bend your left knee and hold on to it with your hand. Keep your knee in line with your hip. Push your hip forward. Inhale, place your left foot 90 degrees, kind of a little ahead of your right leg, right? And then if you'd like, step your right leg back and take this nice IT band stretch. Or you can stay there, or you can bring your left leg back in line with your right side plank. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, no judgment how you get there. You know, our body has to learn the moves. Breathe in, breathe out. And then when you're there, it could be staggered, stacked, or lifted. Exhale, hands to the floor, hips in the air. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank, push up. Chaturanga, upward, and downward facing dogs. Feet together at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg up, open up the hip. Exhale, once again, step it on the outside of your right hand. This time, turn your toes open. Release the back knee. Release the back foot. Stay here, or bring your forearms to the floor, or block. You can also choose to roll off onto the outer edges of your feet and take your hand in and open up your chest. If you're opening, come back to center. Walk your hands down. Turn your toes forward. Kick your left heel to your buttocks and take your right arm back and grab a hold of the foot. Try to be off the knee. Sink your hip down if you want a little bit more intensity. You can bring your left arm forward a little bit more. You can also take both arms if you like. Good. Inhale, release your right foot, hands down. Stretch your right leg straight, hands on either side. You can have your hands on the inside too. It's all good. If you have sensitive knees, take a block and then have a seat on the block or the floor, or your left heel sitting towards your center point. Lift your torso up and exhale, fold forward. So if your knees are sensitive, you could bend the knee, you can straighten the leg. We're just folding over the right leg. Walk your hands a little further. Inhale, lengthen your spine, walk your hands back up. Exhale, rebend your knee, take the block back to the front of your mat. Tuck your left toes underneath you and step into downward dog. Walk your dog. Inhale on your toes, shift forward, high plank, push up, or skip it, meet me back in downward facing dog. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, send it to the outside of your left hand, lower your right knee. So a couple things you can do is just stay right here. You can turn your toes a little more open. You can roll to the outer edge of one or both feet and take a little twist. You know, what floats your boat? Inhale, return to center. Exhale. Tuck your right toes underneath you, and then kick the heel to the buttocks. You can stay right there, or send your left arm back and reach for it. And then you can move your arm forward. Some of you might go to your forearms. So see where your flexibility lies today. How deep do you want to get into it? What kind of conversation do you want to have with that today? Good, one final pull, lift your chest. Exhale, release the foot, take a block with you. Straighten your front leg. I'm going to move the block right next to my right thigh. Another breath. Exhale, have a seat on the floor or the block, or straighten your right leg if you need to. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, reach your arms forward. Square your shoulders, breathe in, empty out. One more big breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift your chest, walk your hands back. Begin to rebend your front knee, move the block back to the center or to the front. Tuck your right toes underneath you and step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale on your toes and shift forward to your high plank. Push up. Listen here. Just stay for a moment. Bring your right forearm to the floor. Spin onto your right side. Left arm comes up. You can always bring the right knee to the floor. Lift out of your waistline. Exhale, bring your left arm to the floor. Square it off and then send it over to your left side. Right arm up. Exhale, right arm down, forearms on the floor. Open up your arms. Lift your hips in the air, walk your feet closer. Interlace your fingers. Head is off the floor. Float your right leg high in the sky. If you have a practice of kicking up into Pincha Mayurasana, go for it. So it will be a slow kick, and your left heel will kick to your buttocks, the right leg will come up, the left leg will come up. Not going to do it. Right leg down, left leg up. And if you want to take kicks or even just a little pretend kick, or kick your right heel to your buttocks, and then find a little hang time. You can use the wall. Exhale, both feet down. Dolphin pose, walk your feet back. Plank on your forearms, open up your arms, shift your shoulders forward, and lower your hips. Once again, open your legs as wide as the mat. Once again, we're back in our Sphinx pose. Release your chest, release your arms, turn your head to one side or the other. Turn your toes in pigeon and just shake out your hips. Inhale, bring your forehead to the center. Bring your legs in line with your hips. Exhale, bend both knees. Reach your hands to your feet. You can keep all this down, or you can take a breath in, lift everything off the floor. Heels closer together, knees closer together, kicking up and lifting the upper and lower parts of the body up. Yeah, you can rock forward, back, side to side. Exhale, lower your feet, but keep your heels, lower your head, and just relax your feet, but pull the heels close to the buttocks. Inhale, let it go, turn your head the other way. Shoulders drape, hips open. Inhale, return to the center. Exhale, bend your knees, flex your feet. Have your knees a little closer together. We're not lifting up, so listen carefully. You might have to use a little momentum, but we're gonna roll to the right side, similar to what we did before, but both our knees are bent now. Opening up your hips in the front, shoulders, chest, and giving yourself, a back bend at the same time. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Let's say it's like a little, it's like what my little grandson would do, just rolling side to side on your body. Inhale to the center. Exhale, pull your heels towards your buttocks. Inhale, release your arms, your toes. Exhale, push to child's pose, cross your ankles behind you, and take a seat behind you. So I'm just gonna come up. And then send your legs out in front of you. Walk your feet, your hips to the center of your mat, so that when you come down, your head is supported. Good, sit up nice and tall, get the flesh out from underneath you. Lift your chest. Bend your right knee and place the foot on the inside of your left thigh. Face the left leg, inhale, arms up. Have a strap or towel if you'd like, and fold over your left leg, shoulders at level. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Relax the arms, let your body, doesn't matter if your head touches your knee. I would like to see the spine remain long, in a long position. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up. Change legs. Right leg out. Left knee bends. Foot inside the thigh. Turn towards your right leg. You can have your knee supported by a block if you'd like. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hinge fold. Hold on wherever you can. If you're super flexy, put a block behind your foot or grab your opposite wrist and fold. Or use a strap towel if you want to bring it a little bit closer. Again, it doesn't matter if your head touches your knee. I'd like to keep the spine long. Inhale, lengthen, release your hands. Exhale, come all the way up. Take both legs out in front of you. Adjust the flesh underneath you. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And release your hands to both feet. Anywhere you want. So again, if you're feeling flexy, we have a block. You can put it on, the tall side or the long side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Release your block. Release your bind. Sit up all the way, reach your arms in front of you. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down through your spine, slowly, slowly, slowly with control. Lower back first, middle, upper, and then bring your knees all the way up to your chest. Good. Cross your right leg over your left leg once or twice, grab your ankles, shins, or toes. Inhale, stretch your arms to a T, move your hips to the right, and let your knees fall over to the left side. You can be supported by a block, but if it's there accidentally, just move it. Uncross the legs. And draw your knees back to center. Exhale, hug them in. Inhale, left leg over right once or twice. Grab the ankles if it's once. Pull the heels down, tailbone in. Inhale, open your arms to a T, shift your hips left, and let your knees fall to the right. Uncross your legs, bring your knees to your chest. Head and shoulders lift. Extend your legs in the air.
Reach your hands to your feet, head and shoulders up. And for extra added bonus, lift your hips off the floor in 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Right leg stays into the chest as the left leg extends. Right leg in the air, hold on to the calf, the shin, the strap, the towel, or behind your thigh. And let the leg come a little bit further away from your body, then closer to your face. So you have an L shape. Inhale, head and shoulders lift as the arms reach forward. Reaching for an imaginary, right now, buoy probably. Point your toes and lift your left leg off the floor. Reach tall, reach long in 3, 2, 1. Bring your right leg back, lower the left leg, head down, knee into your chest. Exhale, left knee meets it. Right leg extends long on the floor. Inhale, extend your left leg in the air. And again, flex the foot, put the weight away from your chest, or put the leg away from your chest so you're really possibly perpendicular, right? So the left leg is over the hip as opposed to being further towards your face. Good. Reach your arms out, point your toes. Lift your right leg up for 3, for 2, for 1. Right leg down, left knee in, head down, both knees come up. Exhale, happy baby pose, holding onto the toes, the outer foot. Rock side to side. And then go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together like we started. You can go back to the foot massage because that felt really good. And then we're going to put the soles of the feet to the floor. Use your hands on the inside of your thighs to open up your hips without overarching your back. Inhale, release your arms. Take your arms and clasp one arm over each other above your head. Switch the cross of the arms. And then draw your knees together, release your arms, and once again hug your knees to your chest. Exhale, stretch your legs all the way out in front of you. Stretch your arms all the way over your head, hook your thumbs, and pull in 2 directions here. Pull the right side long, and then the left side long. And then back to center. Inhale fully, deeply, completely, and then exhale, the arms come down, hips open up. Scan your body. If you've got anything that you'd like to do before this last pose and you settle into it, go ahead and take a few moments for yourselves, a headstand if you want. We did back bending, but if you want more, that's fine. And do it until you're ready to come into the final pose of the day, of the class, where we start to just return to a soft, easy, peaceful state with no physicality, just the heart beating. And we surrender deep into our mats. Shavasana.
If you have the opportunity to stay longer, just turn the sound down. You can do that before you get into Shavasana. And everybody else, just begin to re-enter. Move your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back. Hug your knees up to your chest. And then draw your legs over to either side, make a pillow for your head. Come to a comfortable seat, bringing your hands together. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for your energies, even through the live stream airwaves. Bow to yourselves, bow to each other. Namaste, Satnam, go in peace. If you're at home, stay fit, stay healthy.